So if they try to say they're using anything Christian, it's Babylonian and Mesopotamian. That's like 2,000 to 10,000 years before Christian. There is a little bit of a jump. The Babylonian era was when they wouldn't leave babies alone. There was a Babylonian witch that taught everybody to put their hands in kids to connect to their nervous systems. She befell a whole empire with it. After that, nature didn't know how to talk to instinct. So there's no way to save those people. There's a lot of fallen Christians and Catholics that do the dark art. Mesopotamia has an older, there's an older era. Assyrian. So those are Assyrian. Those are what the Nazis were after understanding, was people before angels, before the messenger, before that period. The Stone Age. That's where we get into stuff like Gitche Manitou. That's how old Gitche Manitou is. So the only thing that can get rid of these Babylonian devils or this type of possession would be an old school medicine man or shaman that understands stone. The nail, the iron, they don't understand stone. They were manipulated stone. Gitche will tear it apart. Whatever box or stone thing is trying to hold you, he can literally rip it apart. He does it out in nature all the time. If you go out for 3 weeks with low to no electricity, he'll start ripping that stuff off you. That's what I need to do, but it's hard because there's a big Native American burial ground here. He doesn't do it on burial grounds. So they've got me trapped in a way. And it's written in an old town ordinance that they're not supposed to build on that hospital because it could get infected by what was a cult back then called Luciferians. They would be obsessed with the light and enlightenment. Unnatural knowledge is evil. I naturally know things because I know them from dreams. If you don't know them from your dreams, then it's unnatural for you to know them till I tell you. And it's my choice when I want to tell you. Part of that has to do with time cop stuff, which goes before any pyramid or period on Earth. It's planetary and goes older than the planet. All the souls that you know of, other than me, or new ones, would be from a type of Stone Age period. They're regurgitated, reincarnated, and reborn. I'm a whole new being on this planet. There's ancient writing, even the jinn know of, that you're not supposed to approach someone in their whole first life. You could mess up what their kind of soul chemistry is by trying to induct them into things. I set it up that way to keep these things away from me. When the religious try to induct you, they induct you into their battles. I've refused religious induction. That doesn't stop them from trying. They even wanted to seem important, so they were trying to make someone victimized by Babylonian devils. That won't raise your importance. It just makes the world vulnerable to Babylonian devils. That's why there's no choice in that fight or good or evil. You either fight for good or you're done. You can't just stand there and go, well, I didn't think I was going to do anything, like what happened in biblical times. That's even younger. Biblical times, they tried to stand and say that they weren't going to help goodness They were just going to stand idly by and it befell a civilization. There's been a lot of that.